In question 2, I'm just explaining why I chose a particular type of technology to support this chosen assessment or activity with these students who are university third-year students in environmental science against other resources. So I did choose a closed LMS system, which is called Learning Environment Online, or LEO, at the university where I work. Mostly I referred to Module 2 and looked at the National VET e-learning strategy, and both of those resources led me to think about the key question, you know, what learner information did I want this LMS to track? And basically I'm looking with this careers survey to do a before and after assessment. So week 3 is going to have a before assessment, and then week 9 will have an after assessment. So I wanted to ensure that I could replicate this survey as closely as possible over those 2 weeks. And as it has no formal marks but is a hurdle requirement, it needs to be simple to access, and it needs to be somewhere where students are familiar with the learning environment, and I found that this LMS certainly is that. It also gives them upcoming reminders, so there's an upcoming event reminder for them in week 3 that they need to start this survey, which means that students are aware of it. The survey design is very simple, and again I could have used other technology such as SurveyMonkey or open surveying, but I felt that more than having a really technical survey design, actually having access to the survey was more important. I also looked at another LMS called Career Hub, which is used by the university for careers student. However, it did have access issues, and I couldn't actually functionally design a survey that could be answered online, so I decided that it would be less streamlined than using the main LMS system. I also note that the learning outcomes for this unit are included with this LMS, so it's very closely aligned in that sense. Students can go to this page, get their unit outline, and find out what the learning outcomes are for the course. One of the learning outcomes, which is number 6, is to understand the process of applying and interviewing for a job in the environmental science sector in Australia. And that's definitely something that the course is, the survey in the course is hoping to help students to measure. It also looks at how well they utilise information and communication and other relevant technologies effectively, and I wanted to test that by having an online assessment for them. I spoke to Dr. Jennifer Taylor, who is also the person responsible for the course, and we both decided that an online survey like this would be able to be tracked and students would feel safe in answering this. In other areas of the course, I felt I could use more open learning, such as YouTube's websites, etc. And I looked at Professor Ian McDonald and Associate Professor Matthew Allen in Module 2, who talk about designing e-learning environments that have a blended approach of the closed LMS and the open, so I felt that this could be used here.